boss. Obviously I'm using the Aether for reference because the concept is very similar. The only difference here is that if you fall in the void in the Skylands, you get teleported down to the overworld, you don't just die. Beavers could also be a mob that is added in the future in Minecraft. A beaver would come with a new structure called a beaver dam, which is a reference to a beaver dam in real life if you go to the desert, as there have been a few desert updates recently. A structure with palm trees, water, and bamboo. I do wonder if this would function like a real oasis though. Wait, where did it go? Alright, I'm gonna die of thirst now, GG. I wouldn't die of thirst if I had a grappling rope though. I wouldn't die of thirst at all in Minecraft actually. Wait, how? Rice could also be a new plant coming to Minecraft, except you would have to plant rice in water instead of in the ground. You could then harvest rice and use it to make some new food. You could have just a bowl of rice, you could make sushi, you could even make fried rice in a furnace, or even a bag of rice, which could be a cool new block used to stop flowing water. Ignore that almost every other block in Minecraft. They finally added shaders to the game. This is Minecraft too. A couple interesting things are these pixelated shadows, which is different to most shader packs. Blurred edges on the shadows, and also this water, which I'm not gonna lie, kinda looks like Lego, so I don't know if I'm a fan of that. At the bottom of this, it says captured on a high-end PC, so rest in peace to anybody who's playing on an old laptop, or a tea kettle, or the Las Vegas Sphere. You're probably not gonna be able to run this feature. The first feature that is actually playable right now in the newest version of Minecraft is fallen trees. Now you can find trees that have fallen down. Apparently this was already a thing in Bedrock, but this gravity does not exist, so who is making these trees fall? I imagine you've probably noticed that there's human feces all over the ground as well. This is leafless. Not only are the trees falling, you have falling leaves now too. These leaves immediately change color upon touching the ground. Unless you're in a pale garden, then the leaves are more accurate. If you're really out of it like me, and you missed this update, the pale garden is like the roof forest, but it's pale. And there's a dude that spawns in it at night. This is the bro. I don't know what he does. If you put a name tag on it, he will survive throughout the day. So you can use him now. As you can see, there's no such thing as bigger. It's got different And this is the cold cow, same kind of thing, but with a fur coat again. And finally, you know Mojang had to add chicken variants too. I'm not gonna lie. This dude got more hair than me. And instead of regular eggs, cold chickens now lay blue eggs, which I don't think they do anything different. It's just a way to get cold chickens in different biomes, I guess. And just like the other mobs, there's a warm chicken as well. It's yellow. Actually, it's kind of golden. No, it doesn't drop gold when you kill it. But you can get a brown egg from the golden chicken, and it's a similar concept to the blue egg. It's just used to spawn warm chickens instead. Now Mojang is so close to adding ducks. Just add ducks, please. I have a couple things written down here from a month ago that have to do with sheep. New sheep, they're now upside down. Don't know what that means. I don't think it means anything. Sheep wool color changes based on the biome they are spawned in. So yeah, sheep are now color-coded. I don't exactly know how this works, but it's on screen. As you can see, I was confused a month ago too. In deserts, the Fortnite spawned sheep. The most important change here is that the sheep's face now has wool. That's not what that's supposed to say. It's supposed to say that the sheep's face is now colored based on the color of the sheep's wool. You can also shear a sheep now, and the little wool spots left underneath are colored as well. That's all we have about sheep for now. The sheep man is in the next update. For now, I'm going to share something interesting that I might not even be a new feature. I don't know. But fish come in different sizes now. If you spawn a bunch of salmon, sometimes you get a big one, and sometimes you get a small one. But if you kill them, you get the exact same amount of salmon no matter what size it is. This also works on pollock. No, it doesn't. This also works on squids. There's baby squids now, which is awesome. Not much to say about that. Did that squid just turn into a baby when I punched it? I don't even know, man. There isn't really much to say about a lot of these updates, like the lodestone now being made with an iron ingot instead of netherite, and it can be found in ruined portals. It was already found in bridge bastions though, so like who was even crafting it anyways? And I just said something about one of the updates, so I guess I was wrong. Beacon beams are wider now when you are far away. You can find bundles in villages. I didn't even know the bundle got added to the game. It was like a mythical feature that I thought camels can now spawn naturally in the desert. All those things are random and have nothing to do with each other. But other than camels, the desert actually has gotten quite a few updates. To start off, we can get flowers from a cactus now. It's called the cactus flower, and it can be used to make pink dye, or it can just be used as a decoration, like the new dry grass that is found all over the desert as well. Similar to leaf litter, I think this is can be done with it. It's kind of like the dead bush, except this one doesn't drop sticks. It does come in different sizes though. I also have written down that there's scary sounds in the desert now. I think it's just this sound, which I can't even hear, so it's not really scary. There's new wolf sounds now as well. Wolves now have 1 of 7 random personalities. It's like pandas, except crosshair on it. This one it's the same thing as all the other ones, except for the structure one. And what they do is, I really like that they can, it's super cool that they, another new block is the wildflowers, which are like the pink petals from 1.21, except instead of being found in cherry biomes, these can be found on the ground in birch forests. They work exactly the same as pink petals. You can place 4 of them in one block like this, and you can also find firefly bushes now, which is a type of bush that houses fireflies inside of it, which are not currently a mob in the game. They're just pixels that are found hovering around these bushes. Supposedly you can also hear a buzzing sound we're always called tall grass, but I guess I can't do that anymore. Anyways, this is a bush. It's called grass. That's what it is. It's a bush. I don't know. This is chiseled copper, and because this is X design on the outside of the wall, it's actually so really nice stone to place with some other things. So if you post these blocks in a 2x2 like this, flat screen TV using 2 different angles of the crafter like this. So might be, just sitting on my crafter couch watching my crafter TV. You can also place a crafter like this, and then put a few seats around it to create an actual functioning game of tic-tac-toe. Okay, how am I losing to myself? And if you want to protect your house from intruders, you can use the crafter that you have like this. If you place a tough wall with a trapdoor on each side, you can have a crafter this wall. If you place a few more details like this, you can make a telephone booth with anything like this. And you can build this side of the crafter with the colors of the face, which means you're actually able to build the crafter in ways. Now I know why we installed the security on the first door. This guy's not messing around. Coming up next, we have a few bed packs that are pretty tough. Tough bricks are kind of like stone bricks, so you can mix them together to make a nice looking pack. Just like how chisel tough and polish tough do that. You can also use the top of chisel puff bricks to make a really satisfying floor design like this. This is so cool. It almost looks like a and if you take the side of regular chisel tough and place it on the cave, it kind of looks like gold transcriptions and this doesn't really look the same as chisel tough bricks though. It kind of looks up close. Built this crab out of tough. You can also build this crab out of copper if you prefer your Minecraft hiding from this. Whatever they're hiding is probably in these pipes, which you can make out of copper trapdoors like this. And if you want to just make a bridge out of copper trapdoors, you can do that. I'm not really sure if this is a build pack, though it's just a bridge. Copper grates are really useful, as since they are see-through, you can use them to make windows like this. Guys, I swear I'm not in prison. And if you want to use them for something that looks less like you committed a crime, you can make some fences by mixing them with other copper blocks as well. You can also just switch the grates out for a trapdoor for a different window design, and this also works with the fences, although it looks a lot easier for trespassers to climb them now. The copper bulb is a new block that emits light, and you know what that means? Lamps. You can make this simple lamp design using either oxidized or normal copper, plus some similar colored fences like this, or if you want to be fancier, you can place some copper blocks as a base like this, put a tough wall above it here, and then add some fences on top of the wall, a trapdoor, and a bulb like this. Now this is a better looking lamp than the first one. But if you want to be even fancier, you can make a double lamp like this. And honestly, I think this one is a little bit too overkill. I mean, why do we even need a third lantern in the middle? And with these lamps, you're probably going to want to add a road underneath them so that they have something to actually light up. And if you want to add a sewer entrance, you can move two of the stairs so that they are facing like this, and then add some copper grates underneath. First we have this copper gear, which can be made using some of the new copper blocks, and if this gear is too much for you, you can shrink it down a bit like this. If you remove the trapdoor, some copper grates underneath the stairs, and also put some copper trapdoors on the sides for more detail. If you want to add some trapdoors and another one of these lamp designs as well. Type of thing. You can also use these copper grates as like support beams on the roof, similar to how they are used in the structure here. And there are some really cool mixes of tough blocks used in the wall design of this structure, which isn't really a build hack, but it's still pretty useful to know. I also found